Hi Taurus, welcome to your bonus reading. This is your bonus reading for February 2026, and this is for Taurus Sun, and Taurus Rising. My name's Michelle. Welcome guys. I appreciate your likes, your dislikes, whatever. I appreciate any way you interact with my channel, any support you give me. Any comment that you leave behind here on the channel is always appreciated. So please drop me a comment down below, even if it's just to say hi guys. I'd really appreciate it, Taurus. The overall energy around you is very good. It feels to me like coming out of a time of sadness. We have this card of the princess who never smiled. Now I feel that that's you, Taurus, male or female, not meant to be gender specific, but it is a card of great healing after difficulty, after stress, after a time of great sadness, after a period of grief, mourning, loss, whatever that may be for, or whomever it may be for, Taurus. So let's see where this goes for you. It is the card number 31. If you reduce that, it is 4, which tells me that a time is stabilizing. Time is stabilizing around you. It may be slow-moving energy, so what has become quickened, what has become chaotic, I feel a slow-moving, a slower energy around you, but that's good because it gives you time. It gives you time to heal what you need to heal, Taurus. Okay, so some of you may be healing with another person. I'm getting that, but it won't be for all of you, of course. Let's see. I'm going to pop down these cards. We've got past energy, present, the very near future, your advice or your best path to follow for February, what's around you, your hopes and fears, the potential outcome for you, Taurus. Let's take a look and see what may be hidden from you and the overall energy. Alright, Taurus, right in the center of this reading, we've got the moon. So Spirit is being a little bit secretive here, so let's pop a card out on what is concealed. Yeah, it feels to me like this energy here is what is being concealed. You know, when we talk about the princess who never smiled, it's an old fairy tale, folk tale, of course, Russian, I believe, or Eastern European. And the energy that I'm getting around that is laughing after a time where a very serious energy. Now, it could be something happening or has happened in your life, something very serious. It could be someone around you who has experienced something very serious. Or it could even be the world. You know, looking at the world, we've had to be very serious and there hasn't been much to laugh about. But I do feel that there's laughter here. The laughter, the joy is being concealed. Okay, let's see if we can't uncover that kind of energy here. Taurus, hope, yes. Anticipation, bright prospects. That's what's hidden, guys. I love that. So what's hidden under all of this seriousness is hope. Oh gosh, don't we need a dose of that? There's a blessing in this card, an ability, certainly, to create possibilities in a seemingly hopeless or difficult situation. For some of you, I get an energy of bringing out the best in others. You know, in the old folk tale here, this princess who never smiled, she eventually was brought to tears of joy and happiness and laughter by someone who was kind of modest, but was willing to show his or her true self to this princess, thereby making her laugh. And that, laughter goes a long way in this world. Laughter goes a long way if we can make other people laugh. That's a fantastic, joyous thing to be celebrated, a blessing. So I do feel that, Taurus, your ability to bring hope, to bring out the best in others, it has a strong ripple effect. So you have manifested change, or you will be, through this sense of hopefulness. Without hope, of course, we lose heart, we become very serious, and if hope feels futile for you, know that by changing a mindset to one of being hopeful regardless of what's going on around you, choosing to believe that there are still good reason to look forward with optimism, it will thereby create a more positive outcome than you may be looking at the present moment, Taurus. So you'll soon have hope, which will make whatever is taking place around you certainly much easier to handle. Whatever this hardship is, it is impermanent, it is temporary. And of course, we have to just, that old Wilson Phillips song that I keep hearing and everywhere I go these days, when I go to a shopping centre, if there's any kind of music, in elevators, that kind of thing, I hear Wilson Phillips, hold on for one more day. And although it's a little bit of a cheesy song, you know what? It really is true, and the words to that are certainly meaningful, hidden under the guise of a pop classic. So, yeah, there is an energy here of light in the darkness. I do feel like you could be called to help someone at this present time, Taurus, who is going through some challenges, some difficulties, which has been serious in nature. So for some of you that is the case, not all of you. For some of you, you are that person. Now, in the recent past, we do have the Hanging One. Perception, yeah. It wanted to come up in the reverse, which tells me that perceptions are changing. Yes, definitely. I'm seeing this is very much like an Alice in Wonderland energy. We've got what looks to be the Cheshire Cat. We've got this bunny here. It's a little bit of playfulness, a jokester kind of energy. Someone who conceals sadness through laughter. We often hear of that, don't we? A lot of comedians, Robin Williams comes to mind, Richard Pryor, some of the great classic comedians have actually been quite sad. Comedy comes from sadness, from pain. So what I'm sensing around this, Taurus, is that alchemy. Being able to, it's a superpower, my spirit guide is saying it's a superpower to be able to change sadness into joy through laughter. So for some of you, you are drawn to comedy at this time. I feel that there should be more comedic movies out there, certainly less serious ones, things to get people laughing, to find positivity in their day. Any way that you can make other people laugh, any way that you can make yourself laugh, hang around people who are very funny, who you have a laugh with, who where it's not so serious all the time. It changes up the energy, it changes up your energy, and it really gets you thinking more positively about the future. Now, in the present energy, we do have the Lovers. Oh, there's a card of ultimatum, choice. So for some of my Taurians here, you do have a lover around you, making each other laugh, or at least you could be making this person laugh, or vice versa. Yeah, it feels good, it feels playful, it feels like just enjoying each other's company, not just, as lovers. I feel that this is just day-to-day stuff, getting out, exploring your neighborhood, exploring further afield, whatever it may be. There is joy in the approach that the two of you have to the world around you. And when people see people who are in love, who are happy, who are truly joyful, it really lifts the energy. And here we have the Ten of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So it tells me that there is blessings. Whatever was gone through in the past, and it'll be different for each one of you, of course. With this card of healing and with the Ten of Swords in reverse as the near future, it is definitely about healing from past pain. We have these beautiful butterflies on this card. And of course, what comes after the Ten of Swords? Well, there's an energy here of starting fresh, starting over. A wish fulfilled, bright prospects, anticipation for the future. Something had to end though. There's finality here, the closing out of a cycle of pain. Now, as your best path to follow, we do have strength and fortitude. Look at that beautiful card. I love that lovely tiger there. And what I'm seeing around this lotus blossoms, I do feel that this is, through this strength card, I'm getting a very destructive kind of energy, but it's positive destruction. Whatever this Ten of Swords represents for you, it is a positive destruction, a positive ending, one that you had to be strong about. Wow, yeah, it took courage. It took a lot of gravitas. Whew. Took some balls here, Taurus, to end something. I feel that you had a choice to make, a big choice. But now it feels like, it feels a little extreme, to be honest with you, Taurus. Let's see, I'm going to pull this card and then I'll get another oracle. We've got the Seven of Pentacles around you. And Taurus, it's in the reverse. Sorry, I just had to take a drink. So, I do feel like something that I'm getting an energy of time. It's time. It's time to move beyond something. There was frustration. And it took courage, it took strength to overcome hesitation and frustration. Let's see what this might be about, guys. I'm going to go a little bit deeper here. What is this Seven of Pentacles in reverse? Oh gosh, that one jumped on the floor. Just one moment. Okay, this is card number 30. Now, with this one, guys, it is about protection and feeling vulnerable, feeling the need to protect oneself. Okay, so that was the block here. Having to make a choice, but feeling the need to protect yourself. There may have been feelings of hurt or misunderstandings in the past. And for you, Taurus, it may have been that you've put up barriers. I'm also getting a feeling here of opportunity. You are a very strong, very beautiful person. So see the lessons of the last few months or years as a bit of a learning curve here, Taurus. However the negative situations may have felt for you in the past, they were challenges which, of course, the old adage, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, not weaker. So if you have been let down and you've been trying to find a way to cope, to deal with that, because trying to lash out or having revenge or any kind of ill will towards others is certainly not the way to go. I think that for you, with that hanged man energy or the hanged one, there may have been a time where you were walking down that path, but I feel like you've made a choice here not to. Rather than be inclined to a more vengeful approach here to past things, you have put up a barrier, certainly. A barrier of protection. If anyone that you feel has done you wrong in any kind of way, rather than put up the barriers there, I do feel like that Seven of Pentacles in reverse is about letting down the barriers and letting people see you laugh, letting people see you having fun, having joy in your life, not being so serious. You know, it will affect them more than silence, because they'll think that you're in pain. But I don't feel that you are. I feel that you were, but you're coming out of that. But what's being concealed here is joy, laughter, that you're not... pain is still there, certainly, but it's not as strong as it once was. The laughter, the joy is becoming stronger. The lighter energy is becoming stronger. So they'll be affected more by your success, certainly, than by feeling that you're still hung up on them or something like that. So I would say you're attracting to you right now the right people. But of course, what needs to be let go of here is this pain from the past. Now, we do have the Hermit, but the Hermit wanted to come up in reverse. Yeah, I feel enough with the introspection, enough with the solitary energy. It's time to get back out there and laugh, have fun, do things that you find joy in, even if it is by yourself. The outcome is the Death card, which in this deck is about transformation and transition. So definitely the Princess Who Never Smiled, healing energy. What's transitioning here is you into a brighter day, a new start, the anticipation, looking forward with bright prospects and wishing something into existence. And we have the Ace of Wands is what's hidden, energy. Yeah, for a while you've been kind of sitting on the energy. It hasn't quite been time. I feel like you've been working up to this point, Taurus, where now you can take this Ace of Wands and create with this transformative energy. Let's see, I'm going to get some more cards for you guys. Let's get one from this deck. Taurus for February 2026, that Ace of Wands. Confidence. Yeah, it comes with time and practice. Some of you are deciding to take a trip. It may be on a train or bus. But I do get an energy here of you're going to move forward with wisdom. There is, I'm looking at this girl here, and she's looking out this, looks to me like a train window. The sun, of course, is shining there. She's got her eyes firmly on the future. So hold your vision, hold your focus, keep focusing on that new day. Shine your light with confidence. Take what you've learned and turn it into positivity, rather than allowing it to fester as sadness, vengeance, anger, jealousy, or any of those lower vibrations. Transition it into something that motivates you, propels you forward. No, laugh at challenge. If you can, guys, I mean, really. There's a strong energy of someone coming into your life, Taurus, who's going to make you laugh. But this is someone who has also struggled. But the way that they seem to be is, I get more of a humble person. This is not someone who's narcissistic or... and for a lot of you, you may have dealt with people in the past, Taurus, who had agendas, who just wanted you for sex or someone to hang out with. But here I feel like this is like a true companion. Someone who chooses you, someone who wants to be with you, someone who you really are going to gel with and have fun with. You seem to bring out the best in this person. They will bring out the best in you. Some of you could be going to meet this person somewhere where you're traveling. But I do feel... I mean, it's one of those things. I also get like this person's going to surprise you in some way. It may be a secret admirer. Okay. Let's see, any other messages here for Taurus, please, Spirit? Any other messages here for Taurus? That Ace of Wands is a beautiful thing. Yeah, recognize divine timing. I do feel that that's important here. I feel like the energy has been gaining for you, Taurus, but there's been kind of like a diminishment or even a pause, a waiting time where you've had to be really patient. But I feel like the waiting is over. There's a doorway to be stepped through, the doorway of opportunity. We see this figure, and the figure is blindfolded, and the figure has a ship on top of their head here. So what I'm getting there is movement, forward motion, not exactly knowing where you're headed, but not being fearful, deciding to step forward with it and being on the right path. Understanding that this is the right path for you at this time. This time you're going to do it right, is what I just got there from Spirit. Anything else, please, for Taurus? And transform anger. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Anything that you felt bitterness about, resentment about, yes, anger, anything that's caused you, I get one thing after another being built up over time. A lack of trust, people using you, people just being in your life for whatever they needed in the moment. All that mattered was them. Transforming the anger that you felt about how you've been mistreated in the past and using it instead, transforming it into positive energy. If we delve into that anger, if we let it fester, if we let it get to us to the point where all we're thinking about is, okay, well, what's the point? Because we're just going to be caught up in this cycle of negativity all the time. This is about choosing a different direction. And rather than letting that anger diminish your energy, allow it to motivate you to really, laugh at the past, laugh at these people who mistreated you, and show them that that you know how to laugh, that you know how to have a good time. Especially Taurus, if people have said something about you, or that person, that Taurian, they're too serious, they've got no sense of humor, or they're too much about their work, or whatever they said, guys. Whatever that person said, they don't really know what you've been through in life. They don't really know what you've experienced. So rather than live in that negativity and allow it to transform into anger, what I do feel is you're moving past that, you're overcoming that, you're blasting through that energy and moving out the other side and transforming it and using it as a source where you can make other people laugh about what you've been through. People often don't want to hear our negative stories. It's a downer. It's especially in this day and age. We don't want to be sat with someone who's just going to blab on about every bad thing that's happened in their life. I mean, gosh, we've all got our stuff, right? So wouldn't it be better to instead, acknowledge things that we've been through, but use it in a way which is transforms others by making them laugh, by making them see the folly, by making them see that life doesn't have to be so serious, transforming it into something that's more playful. So whatever you're working on here, the energy is not one of dragging down, but rather lifting up with a sense of laughter, purpose, fun, joy. Yeah, so whatever that means to you guys, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. Wish you all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, of course, you can email me. My links are down below, or you can just Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot, on Etsy. That's ETSY. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes. I really do appreciate that. Been here since 2018 on this channel, so I'd really love to get my subscribers up. So if you haven't already subscribed, please check below that you are subscribed, or click on that, and I'd really be appreciative. Thank you so much, guys. Please take care, and bye for now, Taurus.